Nadine. Petty Wayne done gave her the last hug, as I call it, the last hug. He's sick of her. That's over with. On to the next one. 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 Freeze. Somebody bring me back some money, please. Wayne is on to the next one, y'all. That's over with. First he told her stay there. He wanted her to be safe. Did Wayne call DELICIA at the time? Wayne said, yeah, I think you need to go on with DELICIA. She told me, yeah, I'm going to give Wayne some time. Baby, you ain't got to give Wayne some time. Baby, that big butt and the smile ain't go, that don't mean nothing to him. Wayne done had plenty of big butts and a smile. You see how he looked at that big butt and a smile? And she got on the snake dress today. She got on the snake dress. I told y'all, I done went through a whole video with y'all about when they put on them snake clothes, it's some snakish stuff happening when they have on the snake dress. DELICIA had on the snake dress in Amon's studio. Shayla, when she pulled up on Amon at Wayne house, snake dress. When they put that snake dress on, it is something. When Anthony found out about Dave and Amber, he went to the restaurant, she had on the snake jumpsuit. When they put on them snake clothes in Skitland, that's why I keep telling y'all, sugar dumplings. I keep telling y'all, look for the hidden messages in these skits. It's so many hidden messages. Amen. And you got to find them. It's all in the surveillance. It's all in the surveillance. It's there. Now, you have other people who come on and try to do the same thing. But Riri telling you from here, the surveillance. Nuck and Buck been preaching surveillance since I've been in existence. Nuck and Buck. Surveillance. That's her surveillance as she walk off. And this is Wayne's surveillance. Wayne like, oh, that booty look good. It's a big button to smile. But it ain't no big button to smile no more. That's a whole bunch of misunderstanding. All he see is misunderstanding. He hugged her. That's the, yeah, it is over with. I wonder what Honeypot doing. Food ain't that serious. She did okay, but that was TikTok. Wonder what Honeypot doing. That's all that face is. Look at the surveillance. Look at the surveillance. Do you see the surveillance, Kanisha? People act like I be lying. That's the bar look. Like the, yep, it was good while it lasted. Yep, that's over with. It's in the, Suzette, do anybody else see the surveillance? Surveillance don't lie. Let me find y'all some more surveillance on here. She got the little pitiful look in the snake dress. She got the snake dress on. There's some more surveillance. Wayne is over this. Wayne's so over this, he don't know what to do. He over it. He like, yeah, that when the lip go right here, look. When the lip, you see them little wrinkles right there, look. When they get that that's like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. If y'all ever look at facial expression, if you talking to somebody and they ain't saying nothing, but they saying it, when they get the wrinkle right here, yeah, ain't gonna be able to do that. That's what that means. He thinks this ain't gonna be able to do this. No, that's over. Right here. Look for right here in the surveillance. In the surveillance. Like he said, it's good material for his act. I'm telling you. He thinking about the road because she's on the road. DELICIA is sick of this. That's the girl with the handful. That's the girl. Is you serious? Our friendship is damn near over. That's what they're saying. They're saying our friendship is damn near over. Amen. I like that. I don't. They wear the choker out and it takes away. I'd like that. I would wear that little choker, y'all. I'm see if she ain't got a version of that. I'm gonna order me one from Shein in a matching range, but it ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be Chanel. It might be Chantal. I'm gonna give me one of them Chantals from Shein necklaces. Coco Chantal for $2.99. Yes, his eyes said it, Linus. Linus told me to look at the surveillance at the end. This was the end surveillance. Yeah, that was the surveillance. Y'all see that still right there? He still got that little in the corner right there. I ain't be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it when it got that right there, that indenture. Yeah, that's the you through with it. Mm-hmm. See if I got some more for surveillance. That's the. Now I don't know why Wayne was acting like he would go fight or something. Wayne know he ain't finna fight nobody. He done told the least he about to get loose. That's the thinking. That's the. Hell no. You got to go home. I was gonna let you stay here, but you got to go home. And y'all can still see the little. When they got that little. When Wayne I get to rankling up over him, he's serious about whatever he thinking. He's seriously thinking. Wayne got the rankle, but that's his serious. That's the I'm sick of you look. Like I'm really sick of you. You done asked me for a $20,000 purse. You done asked me to. You got some money out this man. That's the thinking face. Like, you know what? This man might not be crazy. That's that look. And she looking like she done lost the cookie jar. I'm telling y'all just look at the surveillance. Y'all, I know we not playing that type of game today. Hey Carrie, Suzette, Delisha want her going to her house. Dan knows what she Suzette said Delisha don't want her going to her house. Is that what Delisha was looking at in the that was the look. That was the surveillance right there. I see what you're talking about. Delicia got the look on her face of, I really don't want to come to my house. I don't want him come popping up at my house. If he done popped up at Wayne's house, he'll pop up at my house. That's why Delicia asked how long she had been gone. Thank you, Suzette, for that surveillance. That's why. That's why right there. I wasn't expecting KW to keep her. She a liar no way. Yep. Lying to Dwayne believe that Dan hit Lauren. I don't think he all the way believe it. Because I'm gonna tell you, once a liar, always a liar, lioness. He can't 100% believe her because she already done lied. She already done told a lie. She done told multiple lies. So she probably lying about that too. And that may be why he had that face like, something, 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 something just ain't right. Hey, Andrew Grace, 1967. Tamika Matthews said she was about to run the same mama ain't doing too on scale. Yeah, I said that last night. She started, yeah, my mama ain't doing too well either. Child, I would pray. I would say, if I was Wayne, I'd use that line. She bringing it up. I'd be like, yeah, Jesus is popping. And, Jesus can answer all. Jesus is a healer. Yeah, I can't heal your mama with no money, but Jesus is a healer. I recommend go to church. Jesus can make it happen. Jesus is popping, Lauren. Baby, I'd do like Dan. I'd hit her with a scripture. She wouldn't get no money out of me. Suzette says, I think he's getting tired of her. Notice, he reminded her about washing her hands a few skits ago. He was telling her to shower. Yeah, he done told her to shower, to wash her hands, and now this crazy man done showed up at his house. He's sick of Lauren. He's sick of Lauren. Wayne don't give a damn about the booty no more. That's why he looked at her like he did when she walking out. He was like, yeah, it's good, but mm-mm. And Delisa don't want her at her house. She might as well go back to Florida. Yeah, this when she walking off. She walked off. He looked at her body, and then he said to himself, "Oh, damn, was that even worth it?" Did you see her look when KW said he'll make a movie out of this and is? She probably gonna try to get in on the movie. I think that was right. I don't know if it was right here or right here. I forget which surveillance it was. It might be somewhere around here. Y'all, it's gonna be a misunderstanding. Y'all, it's 81 people on here with 9 likes. 81 people with 9 likes. I need y'all to push the like button. Double tap the screen or push the like button. It's 9. Now it's 95 and 10 likes. Can y'all please push the like button for Auntie? Please and thank you. Can y'all please push the like button? It's 95 people on this live and 17 likes. I need us to do better in the world. What the world needs now. Okay, let's get deep into the other skits. So we've seen what's unraveled with Dan. I talked about in the last skit about Uli and Charles' situation. I think the writers are showing us today how men and women can have obsessive stalking type behaviors, but the audience will look at them both differently. Yuli has broken into Charles' house and made him some mustard pancakes today. He's asking her, just like Lauren was asking her, get out my house. You broke into my house, get out my house. Difference with these two scenarios, Dan was invited to Lauren's house. Yuli broke in his house. So he's angry. Because he's a man, she tried to go upstairs. He stopped her. And what I said in my last live is that when we look at this, Yuli would be twisted around. Even though she broke in his house, she still could use footage if she was able to get footage somewhere to say he tried to attack me or something. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's why we got to start being careful, very careful, about things that we let slide in society. We look at men and women situations differently. She is just as crazy as Dan. But we'll laugh at her. We'll say it's funny and not take it serious. We will disregard Charles' anger and say, oh, well, he deserved it. Or, oh, he deserves it, or he a man, he can control her. When this situation is just as crazy. It's just as crazy. But we don't look at it like that. Same thing when Shayla, I wish I was on my laptop, same thing when Shayla kidnapped Anthony and would let him go nowhere. We don't look at that. EP93, whoever said Lauren has a record could be right. Because why is she selling her Miami house? Could it be, which actually she said she was renting it. Did she change it to selling? Could be that she scammed in other places and moved once she got what she wanted. I really think that is a possibility. And I first heard it from Linda Sims. Linda Sims said it, but it could have came from somewhere else. But that's the first time I heard it, so I'm going to acknowledge that. Y'all know one thing about Auntie, I'm going to give people their flowers, whether it's you in the comments. I have gotten songs from, based on what somebody said in the Country Wayne skits, and I say I got it from the Country Wayne comment section. Because I like to give people their props. I hate people who just steal people ideas and, try to emulate people or do things the way somebody else do it and don't give them they flowers and they credit for it. I'm not going to do it. But so the first time I seen it was Linda Sims on this channel. Others look like Eula Stockton is comical and Dance is dangerous. Exactly. I'm going to say this comment from Suzette Johnson, 376828 again. She said, the audience look at Yuli Stalking as comical and Dance is dangerous. And that's what the Country Wayne writers, I believe, are trying to show the audience. They're trying to show the audience that Yuli is just as dangerous and a threat to Charles as Dan is. But we look at it differently because she's a woman. Just like with the Anthony and Amber thing. I hate to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up. Just like with Anthony and Amber. It's okay for Amber to be with another man, for her to have these other things and to have cheating before the wedding. But nobody wants to look at Anthony did not cheat on her before the wedding. Nobody wants to look at that. Everything he does is magnified as wrong, but we downplay anything that Amber does. Same thing with this. And I think that's why normally Country Wayne, what he has done with the Anthony and Amber skit, he might give us the downfall of Denisha and Anthony one week, and he may give us the downfall of Amber and Dave the next week. So it's like a week apart, so we have time to digest. Today, what Country Wayne and the writers have done, and I can appreciate it, is to show Yuli doing just as crazy stuff as Dan, and we laugh at it, and then show Dan, and we consider it dangerous. It's stalking. And I knew I was gonna lose some viewers when I brought that up, when I brought up Amber and Anthony, but it's okay, y'all. I've gotten used to it. Carrie, yes, thanks for talking about this. It's time, in fact, it's just crazy, it's crazy, yeah. EP93, Lauren is selling or renting her house in general. I think she was renting. Hey, El Nix, how you doing, sugar? You're right. Something ain't right. He told her to wash her hair when she said, when she had on the man suit. This is when she was trying to get her part of the money portion for the podcast. I meant renting. El Nix, we have to remember Dan came from the scene history of stalking and scamming women. Lauren met one of his victims. Lauren met with one of his victims. When that happened, El Nix? Can you drop that skit in the comments? I don't remember that. Oh, she did. She did. I remember. The girl had on like black. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. But you know what I wonder, El Nix? Thank you for bringing that up. I wonder if these women, because you know, y'all, Atlanta known for some things. Miami known for some things. Miami is one of those cities that's known for scamming, just like Atlanta known for that and other things. So I'm thinking, what were the other women's? Was it the same story? I don't know. We need more of Dan's backstory. Thank you for bringing that up. She did meet a stalker. Look at KW condone Shayla foolishness with Amon. Actually, Yuli is more dangerous as she capable of hurting. She done put stuff in Charles' food. Disgusting. I don't even like to talk about it. And then she's threatening to act like he hit her. That's what got me today with that skit. Y'all notice the choking scene. The scene right here. He was just trying to stop her from going up the stairs. And then in the same day, Lauren line acting like Dan beat her. Or he's abused her. Dan just got played this time. He got to take his L. Yep. Yulia is more dangerous because she is stealing other women's identity to try to keep a man, and that's the worst way. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, if y'all watching these skits just for the surface, you missing so much. You missing so much if you are only watching these skits for a hindsight view. If you only watching the skits to debate. If you're only watching these skits to make money on your YouTube channel. If you're only watching these skits to hate on Country Wayne, whatever you want to, if you're not watching it for the messages, even with the Erica and Al skits, it's a message in that. But you'll miss it saying you don't want to see it and this is, how could Erica be so stupid? Look at these skits as women, a lot of women do this every day. And the man ain't got to be no rich man. He could just be a man that pours into your spirit or a woman. And y'all hear me say or a woman all the time. Because these things just don't happen between the men. The man is always the aggressor. The man is always the one out to get the woman. We always so quick to put everything on the man. Men and women doing this stuff. And I think that's what they're trying to get across in these skits, is that men and women. Women lie, men lie, women lie, men lie, women lie, men lie, women lie, men lie. Women stalk, men stalk. And until we get to the point where we realize that it's just that men don't talk about it. Men don't talk about it. Yuli, Dan, Bethany, Genesis, Libby, Dumb, all the same crazy train. Libby, another one. The Libby skits. crazy. Cray. Some messages in these skits are triggering to me. They are. They triggering to all of us, I think, in their own way. And I'm gonna stop trying to use crazy. I know that's not politically correct in 2026 to say crazy. So I'm gonna try to switch, y'all, and y'all keep me honest on it because it's not crazy. It's they have mental issues. It's mental. It really is mental. And I know that O'Neal tried to give some facts about that, but it really is a mental issue. It's something in their mental that makes them delusional or try to escape from reality. Tamika Matthews, the message, everything that glitter ain't gold and the grass ain't green on the other side. Thank you, Tamika Matthews. Exactly. You would think Lauren learned a lesson from this, but I'm sure other men will come out the woodworks about how she scammed and finessed them. I think she was gonna try last night to do it with Wayne, and we go see if she go continue to do that. Cause now that she knows she done lost Wayne, is she finna try to play on his heartstrings about the abuse, or is she gonna bring up her mother again? She was beginning to tell Wayne last night the same thing she told her mother. The same thing. And y'all, I wish I went to sleep last night. Y'all, I passed out and went to sleep because y'all don't understand in this commentary game, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, y'all. The people who come back to back, I remember I used to watch O'Neal going live all the time. I was like, how is he going live all the time? How he got the time to do that? Deontay do every skits. I used to tell Deontay and Auntie Vaughn, I told him, I said, I don't think I ever do every skit. That ain't for me. That's too time consuming. And now look at me doing every skit. Because when you start to see it grow, your heart feels like you owe your audience to do the commentary. So this is a lot of work, y'all. In my mind, if I could teach John how to do it, I'm going to try to teach John how to do it, but he too busy on the PlayStation. I would want to go back and get some of these skits and bring up. But when you have a home life and now that I'm working again, I don't have as much time as I used to. That's why I try to jump on here as much as I can, and get it done, especially when it's a hot skit. But y'all, it's so much. It's a lot of work to this. It really is. If Lauren, real mom, China, that's her real mom? WW was still alive. Oh, she passed away. She would body slam and suplex Dan. China is Lauren's real mom? Oh, now you finna have me going down a rabbit hole. Now I gotta get the particulars. That's Lauren mama? Y'all, Lauren, let me say real life. I'm finna pivot. I was tell y'all, plot, twist, and pivot. I'm finna pivot. Lauren beautiful in real life, y'all. If you go to her IG page, she got pictures where she has on zero makeup. She's a beautiful young lady. And she don't wear like heavy makeup on her, like colors and stuff, but she has like some photo shoots she did with zero makeup on. Baby girl is beautiful. Her face card do not decline with zero makeup. But now I gotta look up her mom. John, Nuck and Buck investigation. They say that Lauren, Papa used to love WWE. They say Lauren mom is the real life China. It's China from WWE who passed away. They say that's Lauren's real life mother. Can you do some Nuck and Buck investigation on that? China is spelled Chyna.
I thought China was in Asia.
It's the name of the wrestler. I just said wrestler in WWE.
Oh.
Can you look that up for Nuck and Buck and get some information on that? Nuck and Buck surveillance.
Still ain't got my compensation.
Look up WW. Check your cash app. WW. Check out. And I told you that come next month. You know YouTube is a month behind. The compensation you got was August the 1st, and that's going to be paid out on September 21st. If you don't do your job, you go get fired.
I didn't get no compensation in the first place.
I told you, go get your compensation. John, go do what I told you. Do the Nuck and Buck. I'm going to fire you.
Fire me? I'm your best and only worker. Hey.
Auntie Tata, she's been doing good. Auntie Tata got views. What you got?
What, you gonna hire her?
I might.
So you gonna promote her and deport me?
I ain't gonna deport you. I ain't gonna deport you, but I could deport you. You wanna go live with your daddy in the Philippines? You wanna go live with your daddy?
Bet.
Okay, well, I thank you. I thought you changed your mind. Okay, I'm sorry. We dysfunctional right now. She'll probably lure Wayne back after she lied about her mom and fake details this time. Yep. Hey, Salsa Lovely. Hey, Tiffany Taylor. Hey, Adventures with Harp Dog 4123. Auntie, we have to pay close attention that Wayne say in his facial expression, and he's telling us what's going to happen. Exactly. He finna get rid of her. No, TT, I'm just playing. Uh, Lemmy, you know I was finna get the. Lemmy, I'm just not seeing the bottom of your thing. I got this boy over here looking. John, that was fake news. Lemmy was playing with us. You hear me? That was fake news. You ain't got to look that up. Don't be doing that, Lemmy. Now, that was fake. Don't do that. Thank you, Linus. She just looked like her to me. Lemmy, don't. I was just finna get to looking. Boy, you best. You about to get John fired over a joke. Hey, Bernice Coleman, how you doing? Linus. Linus said, hi, John. Call the ICE agent. So, Judge. Judge, they said they're going to call ICE on you. Mm-hmm. Now, I got his birth certificate. He legal. Hey, Benjamin Horsley, 9923. Hey, Charlene, 568. Yeah, fake news. Let me out here giving fake news on Auntie Channel. Well, I'm over here about to look it up and fire John in the process. Yes. Well, you the one said deported. Kanisha, I'm over here looking too. Yeah, you got all us looking for it. Your Shayla clips look nice. Y'all, Suzette, stop messing with me. They messing me, y'all, about the Shayla clips. Y'all leave me and Shayla alone. We trying to keep our stuff together. ICE is for illegal criminals only. Yes, Robert Blake. Well, sometimes, allegedly, because they done got some folks that didn't deserve to get incarcerated. But we ain't going to talk about all that. Mary Cole 7656. Hello, Mary. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Y'all, please click like and subscribe. Auntie has a goal. I'm trying to hit a goal. Hopefully, we'll hit that goal before my anniversary. My YouTube anniversary is this Friday. My YouTube Country Wayne commentary. I've been on YouTube for a while, but I started doing the commentary on August 28th, 2025. So my 1 year is coming up this weekend, and I have some goals in mind. I hope that to hit 4,000, and we are on the trajectory to get there. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the page. Please hit the like button. We have 102 people watching, but 48 who liked. So please push the like button. And thank you for the Brazilian doll 83. Thank you for the floating heart. Much love back to you. Kanisha Harden 5446. Auntie Riri, you should do a side by side with you and the Shayla clips. Okay, I'm gonna go find Shayla with the Shayla clips. I think she had these Shayla clips in her head when she kidnapped Anthony. I think when she kidnapped Anthony, she had the Shayla clips in. And y'all, I ain't taking them out. What am I taking them out for? I'm in the house. I'm in the house, and when I go to the store, I'm gonna leave me in. I'm sorry. I'm the auntie that y'all see with the clip. I'm taking them off when I go to work. Amen. Y'all know how much hairstyle and all that costs? Shoot, I gotta keep my curl. And y'all, this is me. This for y'all. Y'all know this all me. Ain't no tracks. Ain't no tracks. So I gotta hold this hairstyle as long as I can to payday, cause these people ain't click liking and subscribing. If y'all click like and subscribe, then I can get my hair done, more often. And I ain't got to leave the clips in all day. If y'all click, share, and subscribe. Amen. Robert Blake, hey. That is a effed up job. It's their job. Someone has to do it. Try to keep us safe is not wrong. Yeah. Robert, I agree with you. I do agree with you on that. That is a hard job. I feel like even with police officers, so I'm finna pivot, y'all. We finna pivot from the skits. And then I'm gonna talk about the writers because they have a hard job too, Robert. So as far as entertainment, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna talk about both. When it comes to organizations like ICE and police officers, even we only see the maybe 5% of when people do wrong, especially with cops. I have a lot of police officer friends that I went to college with and stuff. There are some good cops out there. There are some good cops that are there to protect and serve. I will never forget, I ran out of gas, and this wasn't too long ago. This when Auntie was unemployed. I had ran out of gas at a light. I was in the turning lane to turn at the light. And baby, these new cars, when they tell you is zero, they mean it. They mean it. Don't play with these new cars. When they tell you about to run out of gas, they mean it. You can't. You ain't got 5 more miles. You ain't got 10 more miles. If it say you on empty, it mean it. I got to that turning. I was right. The gas station was right in my peripheral. Murphy's, Midlothian, Texas. So I had stopped there, and I don't even think I know I didn't call the police, but I called roadside or something. But the police officer seen that I was stopped with my hazards on. He stopped, middle of the road. He went and parked at and anybody from that area, they know I'm not lying. He stopped at the Taco Casa. He put his car over there. He said, "Man, what's wrong?" And I said, "My car just ran out of gas." And I said, and I didn't want to get out the car because I had John with me. I didn't want to get out the car and walk across the street, and I didn't have no gas can with me. So I had called my mom to see if she could, run up there and we go across the street and got the gas. I had money to get the gas, but I was just, you know how you try to hold on that last 5, 10 miles. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you're on fumes? Yeah. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. And he walked to the Murphys, got the gas, walked back in the middle of the street or whatever. No, you know what he did? No. He was over there first. Then he got his car parked behind me so nobody else would come. That's the part I'm leaving out. So first he was across there. He went to the Caco Casa because he needed to know what was going on. He came back through. He got behind me, put his lights on or whatever. Then he walked across the street because he left the car there so nobody would, like come up behind me or nothing like that. So he left his car there. That's why he walked. He walked across the street to the gas station, got, I think it was like a little 5-gallon can or whatever of gas and put can gas in my car. He didn't have to do all that as a police officer. And he was a white police officer. I want to make sure I say that. Y'all, all cops are not bad. There are some bad ones out there, and they need to be fired. Not put on no cute little suspension. They need to be fired. But there are some good cops out there, and that's why I try not to, like stereotype nobody, because we all different. But I just wanted to say that since that person brought that up in the comments. Sabrina says she remember when Deontay was promoting my page. Yes, Deontay was the reason, and I always give him his flowers for that, of why I started. Auntie Vaughn from Von Voice Views is the reason that I stayed. Because when they stopped my monetization because I made a mistake in setting up my YouTube account, y'all, it broke my heart. I got my first 1,000 subscribers in like a month. And that's how many you needed to get monetized. As soon as I started getting monetized, during the setup process, I did something wrong. I couldn't get monetized for months. And it broke my heart to the fact I didn't even want to do commentary again. Because I was like, God, why did this happen? And you can't talk to a live person when stuff like that happen on YouTube. You can't even talk to a real person. So you at the mercy of AI technology. And I was so hurt. I was so hurt. And Auntie Vaughn, she said, Shane, you can't quit. You can't quit. This your gift. This your niche with the phone calls and stuff. She said, you can't quit. I know you want to because you ain't making no money, but you can't quit. So, again, I tell people all the time, and I'll probably mention this again next week, them two, they got plenty of voicemails of Auntie Riri crying and crashing out. And I really thank them, for real. Thank y'all. Okay, we used those clips in the 90s. They were a necessity. Yes. When we had the finger wave stuff, at least you don't have Angel Reese nails. You look good. Thank you. Frankie Jr., hey, everyone. Charlene, I like your clips. Shayla didn't have the gold ones. Yeah, hers was black. I like your clips, Shayla, let go. Okay. Yep, there are good cops and bad cops. Mostly good, yep. Same as every other profession, yep. Been there too. Hey, been there too. I ain't seen you in a while, girl. You didn't leave me because Amber did. You know I love you. There are really great cops out there, yes. Richard McDonald, most cops aren't good people. I disagree with that. I disagree with that, Richard, but it's all according to your experiences. So I'm not gonna knock your experience. I ran up to you by scrolling. I'm glad you are here. Yes. Robert Blake, Rich, it probably depends where you live. I'm from North California. Yep. Hey there. No, I had a lot of things going on. Well, I hope everything is better in your life. Been there too. You used to give some great unbiased opinions, and commentary yourself. So thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. And Suzette and Terry Ann, if you out there somewhere, oh my God, y'all. I really want to do a live tonight, but today just got away from me. I wasn't expecting this. And y'all, when days like this happen, we as commentators have to pivot. Now I know why O'Neal used to go live so much, because it's easier just to go live than to actually do a video, do a side by side with the video, load it up and put it on. It's quicker to just jump on live and discuss, whatever the topic is on that day. I pray you get double for your internet trouble. Blessings. Thank you, Carrie. Ooh, excuse me. I've been eating nachos all day. I'm sorry. What? I'm just seeing your content. We talk country Wayne on here. Yep. I have no one to talk about the skits. Well, welcome. Well, welcome, piece of poosh. Thank Posh. Is it Posh? I don't say it poosh. Posh. Welcome. We talks about country Wayne over here, and I also have Nothing But Security and Surveillance, where we make phone calls to the country Wayne commentators. I mean, to the country Wayne. I'm talking about to the commentator, to the country Wayne cast members. So, get your popcorn ready, because it is gonna be some Nothing But calls tonight. If I can get off here and stop doing lives back to back, because the content been so good today. Delicia is a real good friend to Lauren, but I know she'll throw her under the bus in a minute. She gonna throw Delicia under the bus. Wait for it. She's definitely gonna do it. The way she pushed Delicia, let me get y'all the footage from yesterday. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the surveillance from yesterday. When she pushed Delicia to the side, y'all. She pushed out the way. And that wasn't even Delicia's situation. Let me go back to the surveillance from Lauren house. Hold on. That was a hot mess. She pushed that girl out the way. She basically told her, move, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, move, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Uh-oh, lights out. I'm about to punch your lights out. She told her to move, get out the way. She told her, move, get out the way, get out the way, yep, get out the way. She told her to move, get out the way. We wouldn't have been friends from this point. I don't think Dan was about to hit her. He was probably finna get back up in her face. That's what Dan has done. But I need to know what he went to prison for. Can somebody do a background on Dan for me? I subscribe. I will try to get you more. Thank you, Robert Blake. I appreciate that. I thank you so much. Posh. Okay, piece of posh. I'm sorry, Miss Piece of Posh. Yeah, welcome to the family. We rebels over here. Sometimes, we don't necessarily agree with everybody, but we like to have fun over here. We like to have plot twist. We like to laugh. We here for a good time, not a long time, baby. Whoa. I love music. I love to put music in the skits. Um, I do a lot of my shorts. If you go over my shorts, I like to put real life music, whatever the music feel. I love music. I love to laugh. I love to have fun. I love plot twists. So we do a lot of plot twist over here. So if you come over here, I'm not with the status quo. You may see me on other pages, and sometimes debates may happen. I don't like confusion. I don't like to negatively talk about other commentators. I will not allow it on my page. Now I will call out foolishness. I will never drop names, but it's some foolishness out there. But if people come for me, you might see Auntie be a little. I can be Petty Wayne. I'm just gonna put it like that. If you keep coming up, I can be Petty Wayne. But at the end of the day, I love to have fun and a good time. My son, sometimes he'll come do a skit with me, or we'll do skits together. My mom, Mama Rose, sometimes she'll come in with her wisdom. So over here, we family over here. We family. We call Anthony out. We call Amber out. We say Dave and Denisha not go be with Anthony or Amber. We universal over here. We do it all. Lonnie say she looking forward to the calls tonight. Auntie Riri is fair and gives a full and nasty nut box. Thank you, Suzette. And I try not to be either. It's usual for the police to greet you after they stop you. Your response will set the tone of interaction with them. Exactly. And I can say that experience with I have had a cop before it was raining outside. And I had like an umbrella, whatever, in my car. But this cop, he was handsome too. I might have a thing. But anyway, he was handsome. Again, Caucasian cop. He stopped and he got an umbrella. He had put on his yellow raincoat, got the umbrella, and walked me to my car. That's why I said some people are really get the job to protect and serve. And some take that stuff to their head. A lot of cops out here are ex-military, and sometimes they might be dealing with, misunderstanding. You know, over here, misunderstanding can mean a lot of stuff. Misunderstanding could be a misunderstanding up here, misunderstanding in dialogue. I heard Michael, one of them over there, talking about misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding merch is going to be launched fully on my anniversary date, so y'all get ready for that. The misunderstanding lunch is going to be on fourth of for all website first. And then I'm working on some stuff with some other people for the misunderstanding and the Spreak Feely merchandise. The goal is, when Beauty in the Black drop, I'm going to be doing Beauty in the Black commentary. I'm doing the Beauty in the Black commentary. I'm going to start it out for my members only first. So the way I'm going to do the members only, for my members only, I'm going to leave certain material up 24 hours for my members only to get it first. Then I'm going to switch it over to public. So some of the stuff from yesterday, when I was at the beauty shop or the salon, look, you know I'm old, I say beauty shop. I'm going to drop that in my members only, and then after 24 or 48 hours, I drop it to the public. But it's basically for my members only. I'm going to give a shout out. I'm a member of Ayana Enters the Chat page. Her members only page, she really does a lot of special content for her members only. Y'all, I'm watching, y'all hear noise in the background, or ain't no misunderstanding going on, or good understanding. I'm watching the old Tyler Perry Have and Have Nots is on my screen. That used to be one of my shows today. Had the misunderstanding and everybody got put out. Yeah, and we know how that ended. Piece of Posh says, Delisha be side-eyeing her bad after yesterday because she sees she's still lying when she on the call with Wayne at the apartment. Oh, and on the stairs today. Okay, so y'all see, this right here, our friendship would have been over. And Delisha feel her hand in her back as she ran. She left Delisha behind. You don't do that to your friend. If anything, you say, get out my friend face. That's how real OGs do. If my friend came over there to protect me, I'm going to step in front of my friend and I'm going to say, man, get out my girl face. She here for me. I'm not finna push my friend into the attacker, allegedly, and then take off running. That was a coward move. And after that, I would have been through with her. I'd have been like I told him yesterday, I would have been like, girl, what's your favorite color? For what? Yellow? Okay, hold on a minute. Yeah, Tatiana, whatever her daughter name is, Delicia. Tatiana, yeah. Order some yellow balloons for your Auntie Lauren. Yeah, some yellow balloons. Hey, do you still know that T-shirt place? Yeah, you know the T-shirt where they do the memory thing? Yeah. She don't think fat meat greasy. Yeah, we just gonna be prepared so whenever whatever happen, we'll be ready. But she said her favorite color is yellow, so order some yellow balloons. And then if they got some yellow balloons with money signs on it, order balloons with money signs on it. Yeah, yellow balloons with money signs on it, because all she cared about was the money. Yeah, couldn't take it with her. Yeah. All right then. Order them balloons and holler at the T-shirt lady. See if the T-shirt lady is available. Okay. All right. I get off the phone. Lauren talking about what you talking about. You ain't talking about leaving them. So I'm just getting ready for the inevitable. Amen. We don't need no GoFundMe. Do you need? Can I have access to your account? What do you want? What's your favorite dress? You go wear the Chanel choker? Okay. I'm not finna play with you. Let's go ahead and plan it. Since you don't want to call the police on the man, what's your favorite color, Lauren? That's all I'm saying. Now, we're not finna play this game. Sometimes you have to call people out on their foolishness. I've seen where, and I'm not saying do this, y'all. But people instead of threatening, they go do this and that. Go on do it. Go on do it. Go on do it. I'm sick of this. Go on do it. Dan, what you gonna do? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get it over with. What you gonna do? If I don't want to be with you, what? I told people yesterday, when my son was a baby, I started with him young, okay? Not young as an age. I was 36 when I had him. But when my baby used to be crying and yelling all the time, you know what I did? Thank you for your subscription, Piece of Posh. I appreciate that. When he used to be crying, I used to get to crying with him. I get to crying with him. I'd be like, and I just started crying one night. And my baby probably about 3 months old. He stopped and looked at me like, what the hell is wrong with her? He stopped that crying because he was crying for attention. He wasn't hungry. He didn't need nothing. He was dry, pampered dry. He just woke up screaming one night. So I started screaming with him. I said, we both gonna be missing out on some sleep. You trying to wake me up? I just started crying with him. Try it with your kids. When they act ignorant, do it back. Do it back. They don't want to wash the dishes. I don't want to I don't want to pay for electricity. I don't want to pay bills. They gonna get some act right. They'll get some act right. Plot twist. Gregory McKnight says plot twist. Back to the comments. The way Wayne was looking when he walked off, suppose Wayne and Dan working together. That's something that Sister Suzette came up with. And I think that is a strong possibility. Or after all this over with, Arby might hire him too. Because Arby see what's going on. Arby see what's going on. I think Dan, because Wayne know we can't put Dan in jail. In real life, we can't put the character Dan in jail. Because that man, I predict y'all. And y'all let me know. Y'all put some money signs in the comments. I think this is going to be a record-breaking weekend for Country Wayne. And I give you your flowers to the Country Wayne platform. This will be a record-breaking weekend for Country Wayne. Record-breaking. And I don't know this man personally. Ain't never met him a day in my life. But I pray God protect him and keep him and his family in real life. Because he's giving something to fans and commentators that has changed the game for a lot of people. At the end of the year in December, January 1st, if everything's still going the way it's going with my platform and everything like that, I'm going to give y'all a recap. And I'm just on the little pole. I'm not no big dog in this commentating game. But when I tell y'all the monetary value of this brand and Country Wayne's scope and influence is beyond anything y'all can imagine. The people that he's allowing to eat based off his platform is crazy. I never knew that it could be this lucrative. Mine just picking up. But you got people who've been doing this for a long time with more subscribers and everything. And I'm imagining if I'm making with 3,000 subscribers, just hit 3,000 in November. In July, what other people are making in this game. We talking about big money. We talking about my bro Deontay retired from his regular job to do this full time. Real money, people who Country Wayne may have never met, he's allowing to eat. So I pray God bless his platform, and I pray that people get the messages. Y'all, this is bigger than skits. the thing with Erica and the mental and the narcissistic abuse she's experiencing. It's a message. It's a message today all weekend. Just like Dan, misunderstanding, mental illness, you lie the same way. Also showing where perception is reality. Perception, if you look at this at the glance, it looks like Charles is abusing her. But in actuality, she's being manipulative because Charles no longer wants her. She can no longer win. She's dealing with something mental herself. She's deflecting it back on Charles, back on him. But if he try to get out of it, let's say she got a camera or something somewhere recording his reactions, she take a clip, it's gonna make it look like her. She wrong. Dan show up. This is how narcissists work too, y'all. Dan shows up at Wayne house, acting crazy, going against the grain, whatever you may want to say. It looks like Dan is the crazy one, but if you don't know what activated him, what made him act this way, you think it's all on him. And she's the victim. And she's the victim. Go back to the comments. And I'm skipping around the comments. If I didn't get to your comments, I'm still trying to learn. L. Nix tried to teach me how to do it, but I don't want to mark this as something for kids, and then I say something that's inappropriate and they mess with my page. So we just gonna have to do it this way until I start going to StreamYard more often. And again, the reason I come to this format is because it's quicker. It's quicker for me just to hop in and hop off of the YouTube live versus logging in the StreamYard, making changes, and then logging all that. It's just too much. Yeah, Arby peeps Lauren and Dan. He knows Lauren is lying. Yep. And Dan is telling the truth. Yep. And it's going to come out. Dan's third strike in the system. Lord. Thank you, L. Nix. EP93, Dan character went up this weekend. He can't disappear because people will be looking for him. Somebody told me you were looking for me. Here I go. I think Wayne would do a podcast about DV. Yes, that would be wonderful. And DELICIA experiencing what she experienced, this should be on the show. The political discussion. But will Wayne staff up security at the podcast now? Will Dan show up at the podcast? This about to get deep, y'all. I know he can't wait to go to LA. Say that. He could copyright striking people. Yes. It's good business, not so you know to help him promote while he helps y'all. Exactly. I see a lot of people who talk about the Country Wayne writers, and sometimes, we go say stuff because we commentators, we got to be fair. You know what I'm saying? If a storyline ain't lining, then we go say something. You know what I'm saying? But it's no disrespect to the actors and actresses who are doing their thing. It's just that maybe that right script ain't hit yet. And I would never take it away. Because if I had the blessing to be on there at 3:02 a.m., a real off number, 3:02 a.m., I would be on 3:02 a.m. just smile, hey, y'all, this nothing but, whatever it was. But we got to get this man his flowers because the copyright thing is big. He could say, I don't want nobody else reproducing my videos. He could, the copyright strikes and stuff that we get by Super Bam, not Am Bam, but Super Bam, those, they do that across the board with anybody video. I tried to get my rights back to my son. If y'all look up the kid who hates the Raiders, one of my Suzette put it in the comments for me. Look up the kid that hates the Raiders. Don't go to the other pages. Go to Riri page. The one that say Auntie Riri 77, the kid that hates the Raiders. My son, John, be quiet. Let me finish what I'm saying. That was a private video between me and my stepfather and John in 2022. John was, how old are you, John? About 8? He getting mad. He getting mad at me, y'all. He was about 8 at the time. This is one of the funniest videos because my son meant with his whole chest that he hated the Raiders. People have used that millions. It's even been on Snoop Dogg. Let me finish. It's even been on Snoop Dogg page. My son didn't get a dime of that money. I didn't know how to get the rights back to it or anything. I didn't even know people could redo the image. I knew people could like share, but I didn't know that people could actually steal my son's voice and our images and make videos on it. I didn't even know that, y'all. I didn't know. Superbam, look up the kid who hates the Raiders. It's on my page, but if you go to TikTok and put on the kid that hates the Raider, if you see anything, Riri for real got it. Auntie Riri 77 got it. My son is traumatized, triggered right now because I'm even mentioning it.
Mom, why you telling all that?
John, John, it may be somebody that can help us get our rights back. That video has made millions of views. If somebody get you $1 million check, you gonna want it, ain't you? Okay, but we need to get the word out. We need to get some help.
No, we don't need to get no word out.
My son was very embarrassed about the video, but it's the cutest video ever.
It ain't no
And
video.
John,
It was me embarrassing my. Hey,
he feel like it's embarrassing his swag.
hey,
But let me tell you,
hey.
celebrities, the Raiders organization fan club, the big fan club, they actually sent my son a Christmas gifts because he was so Trump. They sent him cowboy Christmas gifts. But if you look at it, that's my son. I said all that to say Country Wayne could put a stop. He has the money, the lawyers, and everything. That if he didn't want us to redo it, we wouldn't, we couldn't do it. You know, he doesn't trip with us about it. Somebody asked, who is Superbam? Superbam is an organization that protects creators' copyright. They protect, like, anything like music or whatever the case may be. They're there to protect the creators. They're there to protect the creators. Now, from a creative standpoint, a lot of people don't mind you sharing their stuff because that gets their name out there. But some people, like side by sides and stuff like that, we have to fight hard, and pages have been shut down for using too much. So when we do commentary, we have to make sure that we are giving credit to the video. That's why now when I do the videos, because at first, people know the first 6 or 7 months of having my page, and it's just a little background if anybody ever want to be a commentator. I would never do side by sides. And that's one reason I do this format. I do side by sides now because Deontay, I had to give him his flowers. He helped me to learn how to dispute copyright claims. Because if you don't dispute it or you appeal it or you do it the wrong way, your page can stop being monetized. And several creators have experienced that. It wasn't nothing that Country Wayne them did or whatever. If you do not do the dispute correctly, they will not monetize you. And if you have so many strikes, they can take your whole page from you. So those are the things, you guys. It's a lot of, it's a lot of stuff. Check out Girl That Is Legal. She's a lawyer. And you know what? I did seek legal for John's page. I mean, for the video of John. Because the thing is, yes, Sharon is a witness. The smallest mistake, and welcome Sharon Rico to the chat. The smallest thing, it can interfere with your page. So y'all, it's a lot of behind the scenes when it comes to this commentary game. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of sleepless nights sometimes. Y'all know sometimes I do late night with Riri. But it was Von Voice Views. Shout out to Auntie Von. Von Voice Views. Because she told me, she was like, you got to treat your channel like a real channel. She said it's a YouTube channel. And she said, you got to treat it as such. You got to treat it like this your brand, this your baby. And that's why I don't always let a lot of people up on the platform, because I don't want nobody ever come up and disrespect another commentator, another Country Wayne now personally, or any of that. I'm big on respect, for real. And try to respect everybody's opinion. Have I went toe-to-toe with some people? Yes. Have I argued with some people? Yes. But as my page grows, I don't want it to be that. I want it to be a place where y'all can come, we can plot twist, You can give your ideas. And if we don't agree, we can just agree to disagree and go on to the next. This weekend was much needed. This weekend with the dance skits and the Yuli skits. She's a good actress, y'all. Hold on to her. They have been refreshing because they got our mind off the main storyline, which a lot of people in the audience are torn on. Hold on, y'all. I got to put my lotion on my face. Hold on. I feel like my face was dry. But I'm going to be telling y'all how much y'all appreciate y'all. And just, I got to put these clips on here. This is brought to you by Hydration Cocoa Butter. I got this from Ross. I think in the store it's, what? Damn. You don't reckon they ripped me off. It's $7.99 at Ross. I think it's $7.99 at the real store. That was no deal. DELICIA seems to be in training by Lauren. Have you ever thought about doing a paid content class? Maybe later on. Keep walking and operating in wisdom you have. You keep me laughing. I'm glad. Thank you in that too. I love that. When Yuli walked in that pool, I had it on repeat. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all. And I'm thinking, Joy Sim, hey, sugar. Lauren has officially taken over as KW Skit's woman villain. Shayla, Amber have been knocked off their throne. Bravo. Amen. Amen. She the number one villain. And baby, Dan is the man. That man have carried the skits 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. And just like Diesel, I have to give my boy my props. Always. He has the ability. He has the ability to go up, down, all around. He has made us scared this weekend, scared to death. Like, oh my God, is she in danger? Is he finna hit her? Oh, oh. He has had us, man, that's wrong how she doing, Dan. She really did him wrong, you know. Then he had us, oh. Dan has made us feel all the emotions this weekend. And he really has kind of brought the audience together. Some people I haven't seen on my page since everybody been into it about Amber and Anthony. I seen them and I was happy to see them again. Because we shouldn't be just, we should look at these as good skits, as lessons, as messages, and not as arguments. Let's stop fighting each other about the skits and just enjoy them. This is the old school soap operas, y'all. We here to have a good time. Suzette says, Yuli had me cracking up about buying the pancake mix from the dollar store and not Publix. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. I thought Dan had really been sprayed with pepper spray. Baby, he acted that role. He laid on the floor and ooh-wee. El Nick said, yes, protect your brand. Can you say Delicia is as a villain? Can you? I think she is a villain. I don't like Delicia's character in the skits. Because she's a liar. She's another one that lies and manipulates. I don't like lies and manipulators. I don't. He sure did, and he's not an accomplished. He gonna be accomplished after this, baby. If Hollywood see this, and if y'all go to, I said I was gonna do that. I'm gonna do that when I get off here, y'all, and I'm gonna come back and put it up. Y'all need to support that man's platforms. Dan talks about God a lot, scriptures and all. And like I said, I don't know. I don't like to get too deep in promoting people I don't know. I can only go by what I've seen from them because you never know behind the scenes what people are doing. But that man, he is like really spiritually grounded too. He says a lot of scriptures. He talks a lot about hard times. Him and King. I like King's platform. So I'm going to come back and give you his, just go to his IG, go to his Facebook out, and let him know, hey, we enjoyed you this weekend. Give this man his flowers. Give people their flowers while they living. My mama always say that. Yeah, Dan is a bold, cold brother. Yes, he is. There should be a balance. Yes, Suzette Johnson said there should be a balance. Drama, laughter, suspense. He gave it all to us. He gave it all to us this weekend. In fact, let me go do the screen. Okay, y'all, we ain't gonna get nowhere with me trying. I'm gonna find it, and when I come back, I'll do it. I bet Charles, y'all stupid. I bet Charles wish he didn't get that DDL. Y'all crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna come back, y'all, and I promise I'm gonna get the Dan IG page and Facebook page Y'all go to that man page and give him some props, show him some love. Joy Sim says, Auntie, do you think Wayne will start to write himself as a simp now that he has fallen from the okie doke? I don't know. I think we're seeing a shift. I don't think he'll ever do it as that. Charles and the DDL. Yes. Yuli addicted to the DDL. Lord Jesus. Yeah. Look like Wayne addicted to the BBL and no, Dan addicted to the BBL and Sabrina, I mean, not Sabrina, Lord, Sabrina, I'm gonna put you in the skits. It's time for us to take a break. And Yuli is addicted to the DDL. So the DDL and BBLs are undefeated and nothing against none of them. Whatever you got to do to make yourself happy, make yourself happy. But that's why the misunderstandings is today. But I love y'all. And next time I come on, I will have his page so that, and if not, it's called Dan, he's Dan the Great, I think, on IG. Go show that man some love. All right, love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you to my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. Much love. Talk to you later.